Episode 244 of the Vlog series. How you doing, everybody? Eric MN Twins 20 here. It is July 21st, 2025. Hope you are having a good start of the week. Okay for me. We just had our yearly water carnival in our town, and we had the parade yesterday, and it was pretty good. Got to see my daughter Lily on one of the floats. She was on her school float, so that was kind of cool to see her in the parade. We got to see her this Friday. It's our weekend to have kids, and the fair is this weekend, our county fair, so we get to see my girls. Piper and Lily will be home. So didn't want to just want to touch base on some stuff going on. As you guys saw in my last vlog, I'm decided I'm going to extend the WWE 2K24 series just for the monthly pay-per-views, just so we can finish a calendar year, so I can feel more fulfilled, and that I at least finished the series, even though I'm cutting out the weekly events. So the next pay-per-view event, which is the September pay-per-view, it is done. It is Lockdown. So I shot that last night after I made the previous vlog. I was so jazzed up for it, and I got it set up, and I'm like, F it, I'm gonna go ahead and record it, and I did. And I put it together, and it rendered all night, and it finished this morning, so I'm gonna load it up later tonight. And I'll probably schedule it to be released tomorrow, just to give you guys a little buffer between it and SummerSlam, because SummerSlam is such a huge event, 2.5 hours long. I don't think I'm gonna have a big event like that again, except for maybe the Rumble or WrestleMania. Survivor Series won't be that big. It'll be standard 10 matches, because I've done Survivor Series before in the previous WCW playthrough, the modern one. So the upcoming Survivor Series for the November pay-per-view will just be a normal one. I do want to mention, during the Lockdown pay-per-view, I mentioned one of the matches, a certain match. I mentioned that so-and-so is going to face so-and-so at the October pay-per-view, and I mentioned it was going to be Bad Blood. I changed my mind. It will not be. October pay-per-view will not be Bad Blood. It will be Vengeance. Because of logistics I have in regards to all the stuff I have to put together for the arenas, or like at the beginning of each pay-per-view episode, I have a specific show intro, and I didn't have a very good one for Bad Blood, so I found a good one for Vengeance. And with what I got planned for some of the matches, I think Vengeance is a perfect pay-per-view name. So Vengeance will be October, Survivor Series will be November, New Year's Revolution will be December, the Rumble will be in January, Mayhem in February, Greed in March, and then WrestleMania will be the final episode of the WWE 2K24 series. So keep an eye out for those. Now that I got the juices flowing again to get this going and get the series wrapped up with a nice pretty bow with WrestleMania, I might try to shoot Vengeance tonight. I might try to get all these shot, at least a couple this week, and then the rest next week, and then I'll stagger them throughout the next several weeks for release. So you guys will be seeing that this will finally get finished for good in the coming weeks. Probably in first part of August, I'll probably have the last episode of WWE 2K24. So that'll be done. I still need to get back and do the next episode of Power and Revolution, and I'm still deciding whether to God and Spy my oops of going to war with Russia, because I didn't intend to. I just wanted to. I was thinking it was just to say I'm supporting Ukraine, blah, blah, blah. Don't mess with them. But I didn't realize supporting them by the way I clicked a certain button instantly caused a war. So I think I want to just God inspire that. Just put everybody back in their corners. That was an oops. I didn't mean to oops. But as far as everything else that is going on in Power Revolution, I am going to continue to do. We're going to go and expand back in the Pacific like I did in the previous playthrough before I lost the save file. I want to get those states back. So Samoa, go after Kiribati, get them in the fold. And then I'm going to start working on the Caribbean. I already got my spies in place in Cuba and Haiti. And then we're planning for the cyber attacks, and then when that happens, and I got enough commandos and troops down there in Guantanamo, because that's probably the fastest way to get them into Havana, then we'll strike. And we're going to take Cuba down first. And that's a good idea, to integrate Cuba and take them over, because that stops them from getting involved with countries we're not friendly with and giving them a safe haven to come and attack us on our soil. Guys like China, Russia, Pakistan, Venezuela, down South America. That's another one I got to think about doing too, because they got issues down there too. So this is gonna be a very interesting time for Power and Revolution, and I'm looking forward to continuing on that. I'm actually thinking of maybe doing shooting an episode of that tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow after I get Vengeance. I'm going to get Vengeance done first, because I got the card ready for that, and I'm ready to shoot that. I mentioned Vice City Stories. I got to get back into that. And I also noticed I need to get back into MLB The Show 23 for the 2025 Twins. The current Twins pissing me off still, even though supposedly we're possibly close to a new owner. I hope. Whenever that breaks, I will do a vlog on that. Training camp for the Vikings this week. I am so excited. Not a lot of people giving the Vikings a chance. They think we got the worst quarterback in the division, even though I don't get it, because all the other teams last year that had rookie quarterbacks, Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, nobody gave them shit. But yeah, they took their teams to playoffs, both teams, and hell, the Washington Commanders were on the verge of a Super Bowl. But Minnesota Vikings start a rookie, but we're the worst team in the division in the NFC. I don't think so. It's the typical Minnesota hate for national media. They hate everything Minnesota. They never give Minnesota a chance. And J.J. McCarthy, if you look at it as an unbiased sports fan, and look at it this way, J.J. McCarthy is coming in the best situation he can. He's got two of the best receivers in the league, Justin Jefferson for damn sure. Jordan Addison is a damn good receiver on his own. He could be a number one anywhere else. He's a number two here. Yes, he's got his off-field issues. He's probably going to be suspended because of his no contest plea he just had in court. But we have other guys behind him. We have TJ Hawkinson, who is fully healthy after his ACL tear a couple years ago. He's back. He's one of the best tight ends in the league. We have Josh Oliver behind him. We have decent weapons. We revamped the running back room with Jordan Mason. We have Aaron Jones back. We revamped the offensive line. We totally rebuilt it. 60% of the offensive line is brand new and better than what we had before. So JJ's got a good setup here. And I think people just talking shit because he's got no experience or he was a run-first quarterback in Michigan. He was run first because that's all they allowed him to do. That's what Jim Harbaugh did. But when he did throw the ball, he showed very good flashes. And from what people have been seeing in practice, the OTAs, and now with training camp coming up, JJ McCarthy has got a decent arm on him, so all this talk about him being not that good and a bust is just people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And let's talk again later at the end of the season, and we'll see where things stand. And he's also got a great head coach. Kevin O'Connell is a great quarterbacks coach. He's a smart football coach, and I think he's going to be just fine. Defense is rebuilt. I think this Vikings team is going to surprise people. I honestly think the Lions are going to drop off because of the loss of their two coordinators. They're both gone. That doesn't mean I think the Chicago Bears are going to be any better with Ben Johnson. I think they'll be a little better, but I don't see them doing shit this year. A lot of people think they're a playoff team. I don't see it. Caleb Williams is the odd man there. And they have other holes to fill. I just don't see it, at least this year. And the Packers, I think they're the Packers. I think everybody is going to drop off a little bit. I don't see the Bears doing too much of an improvement, and I see the Vikings bouncing back and taking back the division. I'm not going to say they're going to compete with the likes of Philly for the top dog in the NFC, but I think they're going to be up there. I think they could be in at least the top 3 or 4, and we'll go from there. So, nothing else in world of sports I tend to care about. The WNBA, they're having their issues. I agree the ladies should be paid. I think it's absurd that stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, even though I think Angel Reese is vastly overrated, they're getting underpaid really bad. I think that's a joke. The owners need to do a better job of paying these girls, especially the talented ones that are bringing revenue and attention to the WNBA. So hopefully they get what they deserve. Don't follow hockey, don't care. I know there's talk of expansion. And in baseball, of course, there's rumors about expansion there too. But with the lockout looming in 2027, that's probably not going to happen. But just wanted to do another vlog, just a repeat of an update of WWE 2K24. What I'm planning to do in the next few months for the pay-per-views, and look for Lockdown to be posted probably tomorrow. I'll probably schedule it for sometime tomorrow, probably sometime after midnight tonight. So within the next 24 hours, the next event, Lockdown, will be posted, and Vengeance will probably come a couple days after that. So today's Monday, so if Lockdown's posted tomorrow, I would say Vengeance will be posted Thursday, and then after that would be Survivor Series. I haven't gotten to that yet, but that'll probably be shot, and then you'll probably see Survivor Series and New Year's Revolution next week. And then in the week after that, we're looking at the Royal Rumble and Mayhem. And then the following week would be the final 2 pay-per-views, which would be Greed and WrestleMania. If I keep on pace like I'm doing, which hopefully we'll see how it goes. So that's it for now. If anything drops, any major breaking news, sports related or gaming, if some big news happens from GTA, I'll break in and we'll do a quick vlog about it. Until next time, peace out.